Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play of Trails to Azure with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode, we ventured to the bottom of the mine, defeated the big diamond drake there. It was called something else, but I forgot what it was called. And Mr. Randy Orlando returned to the team. As well, on the way back to the town, we were told that the Revanche & Co. building had been sold to Crimson & Co., something which Randy appears to know quite a lot about. And we also saw Campanella, the Fool, Enforcer number 0 for Orboros on the way home, and learnt that there would be what are words, ladies and gentlemen? What are words? Tell me the words. We learnt that there would be the Phantasma building plan, him with a man who was blonde and in a lab coat. But without any further ado, let's find more about Crimson Guy from Randy. Randy, let's follow him. I'm guessing it is. So we learned that Crimson Guy is a front for the Red Constellation. Burst gauge has been deactivated. Temporarily unavailable climax of each chapter of the story. However, it will become available again when the story picks up. When it happens, burst gauge will then reappear at the top right of the screen. Be sure to take note of it. We learned that it's a front for the Red Constellation Jaeger Corps. Something we hadn't known. Man, the rain hasn't let up all day. Don't let me reading anyone else in, so I might as well clock out. Saw a ripped guy with red hair run around here a little while ago. This guy was acting like a cat too. I owned some wannabe playboy who looked like he was a tourist. So every day you see a team that weird. So, of course. Uncle Shirley. It's not his dad, okay. A long time no see, Dolphy. It's been 2 years and you haven't changed a bit. Randy. It's them, the ones from yesterday. So pieces fall into place. So you're related to them, huh? The hair color was a dead giveaway and all, but I wasn't expecting a family reunion today. I need to change my voice. Ugh. What are you doing here, Lecter? Are you involved with the purchase? Maybe a little bit. Man, it's good that we beat Hayu and the four-eyed lily dragon or whatever to the punch. That's right. Had to back off into the Eastern Quarter, but this time I'll get to play with them all I want. The Eastern Quarter? You mean the war you guys waged with Hayu last year in Calvard? Tell me, Uncle, what are you doing at Crossbell? What the hell are you planning? We're for business, obviously. More importantly, I've got something to tell you, Randolph. My brother finally bit the dust. What? Happened last year when you were MIA. He and Zephyr's boss ended up offing each other. A battle to the death between the War God and his bitter rival, the Jaeger King. You should have seen it. It was awesome. That's so. Stupid old man. He died doing what he loved. Bet he had a real satisfied look in his smug-ass face, didn't he? Yeah, he looked like he had the time of his life. Like, yo, man, I wish I could find a rival like that. If anything else, he went down with no regrets, aside from having a worthless deserter of a son. Vacation's over, Randolph. Keep your schedule open. We'll be in touch. Later, Dolphy. Catch you later, guys. Interesting. Interesting. So the Jaegers are making a move into Crossbell, it would seem. Randy, was that? Are they who I think they are? Yeah. Vice leader of the Red Constellation, Sigmund Orlando, and his daughter, one of the commanding officers, Shirley Orlando. My uncle and cousin, the strongest and the worst of the ogres. Fuck me, bro. We knew. I should have fucking waited. Oh well, right. Support request 5-3. We have been promoted. We're presented with an information quartz. Very good. Presented with 4 there. We're going to save. Obviously. I'll save here. My god. And we'll just continue. New day, new things. West Zemuria Trade Conference. An international trade summit hosted by the prominent leaders. Heads of state in Western Zemuria, as proposed by the newly elected mayor, Data Croy. Additionally, opening of the conference will double as Crossbell's unveiling its new City Hall building. Its name, the Orkius Tower. 40 stories, 250 arc tall, the tower is the continent's first true skyscraper. It is garnering attention all around Zemuria. It's the day before the international dignitaries are to arrive in Crossbell and attend the unveiling of the Orkius Flower. Special Support Section, meanwhile, have been called to Liberty's headquarters to attend a meeting about security measures. And that sums up the plans for the next 3 days. CGF already adopted a rigorous inspection of the system at Belgard Gate and Tangram Gate. After that, the rest of the city is concerned. If you would, Chief Yolik and Inspector Donovan. Right, Metropolitan Division will handle all city patrols for the next few days. We're on max operations till the conference, don't worry. As for the second division, our efforts will be focused on train station, airport, and commercial areas. We're also full tilt until this is all said and done. As you know, the first division will be in charge of a conference's security. Little doubts our division chief is capable of handling any and all possible outcomes. But there's no such thing as a forest security system. That's where we come in, isn't it? Yes, as I told you, I think it's best if the SSS Chief Surgery were in charge of public relations here at HQ. You'd like to be in charge of coordinating the Guardian Force, too. Sure know how to ask a lot of a guy. With how you always sticking your nose into things, I say he's got the right man for the job. Our entire system's going to be stronger with you matching our blind spots. You're really living up to that reputation as Sergei the Sentinel. Give me a break, it's ancient history. Sergei the Sentinel?
I can see it.
Knock it off, I said it was a long time ago. Anyway, you good with them helping out?
Yes, I'm fine with it.
The SSS will do as well as reserve forces for the time being.
Reserve?
We'll continue our regular duties, but we'll respond to at the moment's notice if we're called in, am I right? Essentially. Races use a similar method but as you can imagine, we can't just rely on them for something like this. Since we have new tenants in the neighborhood, we have the insurance in case of unforeseen circumstances. By tenants, you mean the Rare Constellation. I do. The Rare Constellation Jaeger Corps is said to be one of the strongest corps in all of Western Zemuria. May I confirm that the bulk of their forces have now entered Crossbell. We also have to take in consideration that they and Hayu had a logical conflict in the Republic last year. They're dangerous, alright. You think they're gonna come after Hayu again, now that they're both in the same city? No, actually, we're staying that, but Jaegers are ultimately motivated by Mira. Just because they've been enemies before doesn't mean they're enemies now. Isn't that right, Orlando? I suppose so. They couldn't care less about territory, unlike Mafia. To Jaegers, all that matters is Mira and the battlefield. Not uncommon to have a beer today with some guy you were trying to kill yesterday. Silver lining being, I don't think they're holding a grudge against Hayu.
True, but begs the question, even more leads the question, doesn't it? If nothing to do with Hayu, then why has the Red Constellation come to Crossbell?
First Division has been looking into that, but nothing has been confirmed as of yet. However, we have a reason to believe they're being backed by the Imperial government.
It's impossible to overlook that this may be related to the trade conference itself. If so, if it does involve Hayu, if they're being backed by the Republic,
shouldn't rule it out. Point is, we can't ignore them if this trade conference is ever to go off without a hitch. Obviously. On that note, we have intel. The Red Constellation has also been spotted on the outskirts of the state. You're in the surrounding towns and villages. It bears investigating while you're there.
Sorry.
Understood. We'll be gathering more information on the Red Constellation while tackling our support requests.
We're happy to drop whenever we're doing and provide backup if necessary. We're happy to help however we can.
Darn straight, but we're counting you, SSS.
Yeah, thanks for having our backs, kids.
You fucking well need it, don't you? Anyway. The Western Zemuria Trade Conference. So, let's check requests. We've got the CGF training exercise. I'm requesting special request for this CGF training exercise. Come to Tangram Gate. New doctor's request. Dr. Seelan, new professor of pharmacology and neurology. Surgeon request. Ancient texts investigation. Heard a large quantity of potentially valuable documents in Stargate's Tower. Numbers are I would love to retrieve them. Could you please help me in these circumstances? And the old Monaco Road extermination. Okay, here we go. Urgent request from CGF and Senator this time around. Surprised to see requests from Instructor Douglas too. Instructor Douglas, you're referring to you, Deputy Commander of the CGF, right? Yeah, I used to be instructor of the Police Academy prior to becoming Deputy Commander. That's why I picked the suppression tactics and hand combat fitness. He was an instructor before he was a full-time member of the Guardian Force. Big on the bad side of CGF's former commander, was demoted so he wouldn't cause trouble.
Dogo was in charge of my training too. Man's tough as nails. Wouldn't be surprised if he was the strongest guy in all CGF. Wow, he sounds incredible. Considering his position with the CGF, I'm looking forward to meeting him. His crest is a perfect chance. Another one should be from a newly appointed doctor, said Ursula. Looks like they took over the pharmacology and neurology departments with Joachim gone. Wouldn't mind scoping out what kind of person they're like, if you feel me. I feel I haven't heard the main sealant somewhere before, though. Isn't he a well-known name out of Referia? I think you're thinking of the same company. They manufacture medical equipment. They're distinguished by me with ties to the Grand Prince. Possible our sender is related. Well, in that case, I doubt they're suspicious. Either way, we have to go to St. Ernst since they're likely to speak to us about the drug. Sounds like we'll be able to meet up with the loving big sister of yours, so you're so infatuated with. You know, the chick who's the holy saint in her nurse's uniform, right? What? Well, I mean, Cecily's done so much for me over the years. How'd you know about her? You haven't even met her. My bad, I spilled the beans. Damn it, Randy! You're only upset because they're right, Lloyd. Sounds like Wazzy was right on the mirror. Though considering how amazing she is, I can sympathize with him. Anyway, yes, I'd like to meet with Cecile before we see the doctor. Wonder how the hospital has been coping after all the damage Joachim did. I agree. But isn't Shizuku coming to the city today? He left for the Bracer Guild to visit her a little while ago. Yeah, she sounded excited to play with Shizuku all day. Figure they're still the guild, so let's check on them if we have time. Sounds good to me. The Shizuka girl is the Divine Blade of Wind's daughter, right? Yeah, she's right around Kido's age. You wouldn't believe how sweet a kid she is, considering how uptight her old man can be. I've only heard about her, but Fran made such a fuss about how cute she is. I've been excited to meet her. Sounds fun. Well, in that case, why don't we use our rounds as an opportunity to get to know the Divine Blade of Wind's family? Alright, while we're at it, we can start looking into someone else's family too. Wazzy, watch your mouth. It's fine, the man's right. Jokes aside, we may have shared the same blood, but they're no laughing matter. I'd be surprised if they were the ones who rigged the mine with explosives. Randy, we don't have to jump to conclusions that quickly. Nah, I know Uncle and Shirley too damn well. It's just a hunch. Pretty sure they're testing out your skills. You want to see what skills behind the team that snatched me away. They went that far just for that? Let me guess, to them it was all just harmless fun. They're the types to go to lengths to satisfy their curiosity, aren't they? Bingo, kind of trap may as well have been a housewarming gift from the constellation. Sucks since I just got back, but it might be better if I looked into my... No, this is why we should look into all of them. We should never let the Red Constellation do as they please. We should need to ascertain why they're here in Crossbell and if they're working with the Imperial government. Or only thing we should do... That's only something we should do together, as the ASSS. Lloyd, we need you, Randy, and I have no intention of letting you do this by yourself. I think it's fair to say you have a harder time with us than without us, so please, stop trying to brush us aside. Look at those guilt in those eyes, he's totally got you. But he's right though, combining our strengths in times of hardship is what the SSS does best, isn't it? Indeed it is. How else would we have ended the cult incident without facing it as a team? Isn't this the exact same, Randy? Ha! You got me. Guess I've been acting like a bit of a selfish ass. You don't say. Anyway, now that we have our own car, we should patrol the city, outside the city while we work through these quests. Good opportunity for us to visit Bellegarde and Emerautica too. Right, we haven't seen either in a while. By the way, Commander Belle's is stationed at Bellegarde now, isn't she? Yes, that's right. I think she's swamped preparing for the trade conference, though. Morel's out there too, so it'd be cool to check in on her. Shall we be off then? Okay. We obviously know that destroying battles, including swarmers, is disrupted. Be sure to keep your swarmers equipment and quartz up to date too. Members direct body can be switched in tactics menu. Furthermore, go off to support class on and off via the status menu. Very nice. So, we haven't seen Randy in a while. So I am sorry, Wazzy, but you are staying out of this. What I do need to do. Oh. Hey Randy. What's up, Lloyd? Regarding your father. Oh, that? I'm not too shook. Pretty common for people to bite the dust in that world. Besides, I cut all ties with my old man when I deserted. Doesn't mean I felt nothing, but I was kind of relieved. That's so. Listen, if you ever need to talk about it, I'm all ears. I'm the leader after all, and may be able to offer some decent advice. Sorry, was that too rude of me? No, you're good. Just thinking how much you've grown up. You're moving an honorary big bro to tears. Oh, please. Well, I guess if you ever need some advice, I could come to you. Better not let me down. Never. What are you two doing? Did you forget something? Sorry, we'll be there in a second. Alright, let's take it slow and get the show on the road. Access to all of Crossbell, rear entrance to the SS. You're welcome to use it as you see fit. And we certainly will be using it as we see fit. But first things we will be doing is having a little look at the augments in everyone can be opened. So Randy has not had all of his slots upgraded. Let's check out the quartz we can get. We can get some better ones. Nice. So synthesize. You know what's going to happen. We're going to synthesize as many as we can of each of what we need. 2. Thank you. 1 of these. We got a mute. We haven't got a freeze. Let's take a freeze. Attack 2. I'm going to take 1 more because they're always handy. We haven't got a burn. Let's take a burn. That feels like 1 for Randy. An evade. 2, there we go. A move 1, we've actually got 2 of those. A blind, we've got 2. Sleep, we've not got 1. Sounds good to me. Action 2. Nice. We're getting a whole bunch of new stuff here. This is what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. A whole bunch of new shit to be dealing with. Take a mine 2 because it's always handy. EP1, of course. Take a bollocks. Should have taken a confused, but there we go. What kind of augment here? What kind of quartz? He's got an axe quartz at level 2. What I did also bring up when you weren't here was that I've got a platinum. Killing enemies recovers HP. And a mirage. I bought them from the lovely lady here. I'm going to see if we can buy any more. We've already purchased those ones. We can buy all car parts to customize the car. HP charger. A functional upgrade. Resource for the party is inside. Obviously that's a good idea. CPD colouring, colour scheme for the SSS, standard CPD issue. Seems like a good idea for me. Let's go have a look at customising the car a little bit. Not planning to do any more of the story today because I thought I'd be doing a bit of a bigger episode with the Crimson & Co. But let's customise. Change parts. We of course want the HP charger in. Paint body, CPD colouring. Seems like a good idea to me. Right there, and then we should be looking at weapons. First things first is weapons. So let's head back to the central square. Have a look, see at what kind of weaponry we've got available. What kick in for us. Okay, Crime Buster, Twin Hannah. He's got the mass impact equipped. Basically we want to make sure that we have at least one of everything really. The reason being is that we can use them to in our efforts to get the best weapons. What's the word? What am I saying, ladies and gentlemen? What am I saying? I mean, we can use them in our efforts to go downtown and to upgrade them via the facilities we have here. Where would be a good place to start? It's very true. Who knows? Gillam Air Factory. Speak to your boy. Chief Roberts never changes. Don't mind consuming one of my toys. Give me the materials. Don't overdo it, man. You know what I mean. Customize. So, Crime Buster, a Velvet Kiss. We can get one of these. An Elephant Shocker. We can get one of those. Sonic Boom and Mustang. We can get one of those. So let's go ahead and get the Elephant Shocker, the Velvet Kiss, the Sonic Boom. Then I believe if we put that on there, give the Ash Peter back to there, but Molaire, we can give the Velvet Kiss here, the Elephant Shocker to Randy, the Sonic Boom to your boy, and then if we go back here, we should be able to get the rest too. Nice. I want the best possible weapons, and this feels like the way to do it.
So we get a Mustang, here, and a Mass Breaker onto Lloyd. But I think this is probably a good place to say, if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time where we've got a lot to get on. Ooh. Right, see guys, saying being a witch should be able to find Ron, he thought. There we go. Reis is here. Right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.